Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit. The Home tab is your franchise dashboard. Keep track of your goals.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock. It's the Bills now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, it's the Bills now on the clock.
View your team saves. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current. Coming up, we'll see the AFC North champion Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills, AFC East champs for the first time in 25 years. It's the start of the 2021 season, and it's headed your way next.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Jones gets this one to Juszczyk. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down. Throwing Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman? Because he's as big as all of them. Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
7 yards, the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's caught.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Room here to run.
This is too easy.
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Yeah, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on second down. Jones. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is caught. It's called in by Gronkowski. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one caught by Felton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Burrow will throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Carson. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jayon Brown in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. It's complete. He's got Gronk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Henry again on 2nd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again to Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Williams. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They run it with Carson. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got him in, complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. First down. Oh, and now some space to operate. He stiff-arms him. They can't tackle him. And down to the 19-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Open man, here is Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths. Coming up, we'll see the against the Bills.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bolton brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So, excellent field position. So the football will be at... yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Flushed out right. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my boy's member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist to the right. And that means 4th down. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the 1st.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
On 1st down, it's Henry. And just shutting him off there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first down, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Burrow on play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Dolphins are going to... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Albert Wilson, his first touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action with Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17. On second and a long way to go. Burrow. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, giving different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.